Ever walked away from a conversation and instantly cringed at every word you said? You replay it in your head like a movie directed by regret. Why did I say that? Do they think I'm weird? Should I change my name and move to Iceland? Relax, you're not broken. You're just human. Today we're talking about the psychology of how to stop caring what others think. And it's easier than you think. Hey there. Welcome to A Silent Strong Mind, the channel that helps you understand your thoughts so you can finally master them. If your peace of mind constantly gets hijacked by other people's opinions, stay tuned because we're about to teach your brain how to mind its own business. Let's be honest, caring what people think is practically built into our DNA. Thousands of years ago, being unliked could literally get you kicked out of the tribe, and no tribe meant no food, no fire, and no one to complain about the weather with. So our brains learned to equate approval with survival. Fast forward to now, and we're still wired for validation. But instead of cave paintings, we've got comment sections, likes, and unsolicited advice from people who barely know us. The problem? When you care too much about what others think, you start shaping your life around their opinions. You hide your personality behind politeness. You downplay your dreams to avoid criticism. And soon, you're living a version of your life that's more about keeping everyone comfortable than keeping yourself authentic. Psychologists call this evaluation anxiety, the fear of being judged. But here's the secret. Most people aren't judging you nearly as much as you think. They're too busy overthinking their own lives, wondering if you're judging them. We're all starring in our own personal reality shows, and everyone else is just a background extra. So how do you break free? Shift the spotlight. You're not on stage, you're just in the room. Observe your thoughts instead of performing for them. Ask the 5-year question. Will this still matter in 5 years? If not, it doesn't deserve your mental rent today. Do small acts of authenticity. Speak your mind gently but truthfully. Dress how you like. Make tiny rebellions of self-respect, and you'll see that nothing terrible happens. Here's the moment that changes everything. You stop caring what others think the moment you realize you don't need everyone's approval to be valuable. Think about it. No one who made a difference did it by trying to please everyone. Confidence doesn't come from being liked. It comes from being rooted. When you stop chasing validation, you start radiating self-respect. And ironically, that's when people begin to truly respect you. Because authenticity is magnetic. The people meant for you will be drawn to your realness, not your performance. So here's the truth. You can't stop people from having opinions, but you can stop giving those opinions power. You were not born to impress strangers. You were born to express your soul. When you stop living for applause, you finally hear the quiet voice inside that says, "You're already enough." If this message resonated with you, drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you deal with caring what others think? I'd love to hear your experiences and insights. And while you're here, explore more videos on A Silent Strong Mind, where we dive into the psychology of self-awareness, peace, and personal strength. Hit that like button. Subscribe and remember, a calm mind doesn't need approval. It creates its own peace.